Our next guest's journey very much mirrors the story told in the hit movie Chef.
You're never going to be happy cooking for someone else.
Food truck's a great idea. We're talking about a white-on-white 88 Chevy Grumman food truck. It's a blank canvas for your dreams. I'm gonna have them pull it around. Thank you. Don't thank me till you see it.
So what are you gonna do?
You're gonna laugh.
Tony, Carl's got a taco truck.
Ah, yes, the good old street food. Bernie Ponti, affectionately known as Big Papa.
Yeah, Big Papa.
Joins us live this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Deb.
Heralding from Barcelona.
Yes.
So that's why you've got the Big Papa tag.
That's right, yes.
Now, you've had 17 years in hospitality and you've walked out of the kitchen and you've created your own.
Yes.
Why?
Well, you know, I was working in a lot of corporate work with multi-unit restaurants, and my job was really just to make sure that everything works, everything functions, but not the creative side. So I saw a lot of beautiful food go in and out, but I couldn't create my own. So then we took the leap, and here we are with a food truck.
Well, Deb and I have both spent time in the States where food trucks are a big deal, as you saw in that movie Chef, which was terrific. A lot of Mexican food trucks, though, they sort of park themselves and they're very, very popular. How are you going? And there's not that many in Australia, right? Food trucks. And why did you go that over a restaurant?
Yeah, well, food trucks are a lot cheaper than owning a restaurant. I mean, we would love to own a restaurant, but you need, $500,000 to $1 million.
It's a big investment, isn't it?
Absolutely,
yeah.
And a big gamble as well to go along with that. Food truck like this costs about $150K.
Yep.
You can move it around. It's a lot more versatile. And in the US, it's massive. I think here it'll start, but I think we're a little bit behind because there's not enough manufacturers and licenses and things like that.
But speaking of gambles, it is a big one that you've taken here, and
Absolutely.
it didn't go so well initially, did it?
No, I mean, first week it was almost like, crybaby.
How many
sort
did
of
you
thing.
sell?
We did the first day we sold 6 burgers. Six.
Ooh.
And the second day, and we were ready for 200. So, and the second day we did 10 and then 15.
Oh, well, you're on the up.
Yeah, it was positive numbers. So looking at a positive side.
But now,
yeah.
how many do you sell now?
We did, like last night, we did over 300.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty good going. So what does this mean with permits? Can you just go and park anywhere?
No.
And where do you go?
Yeah, so there's restriction with where you can go, where you can park. Right now we're in commercial zones, so we're in petrol stations and things like that. So that's the only kind of areas you can go. I think the councils are starting to catch on that there is more food trucks trying to get out there, but it's just going to take a little bit of time.
Because it makes sense as well with people out and about, out Friday, Saturday night.
Absolutely.
You want to sort of actually have some decent food to
Absolutely.
eat rather than just some junk food on the way home. This kind of offers that opportunity.
Absolutely, and it's gourmet food. It's cooked fresh for you. It's not held. All the sauces are fresher. You don't feel yucky and sort of thing when you walk away. You kind of feel fresh and light.
How do you find time to do this? I mean, you've got a son who's got autism. You've got a wife who's 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
At the moment, it must be very hard for you.
It is extremely hard. I've got a very good wife, so I'm very, very lucky. But yeah, we've just we've persevered. I mean, we're up at I'm at 6 a.m. getting the fruit from the market and things like that, and finishing up at 10 at night. That's just what you've got to do to make it work, I guess.
And you've obviously got a passion for it. You'd have to.
Yeah.
To be able to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is it a temptation just to park yourself right in front of a nightclub at about 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
And get the onions going, because the onions always get you
Absolutely.
hungry.
Just get them going, get the chips going, and absolutely.
Well, so what are you going to... We're going to come back a little bit later, I believe, because we're going to sample some of your fine produce. But you know what? What do we have here, and what are you going to serve to us?
Okay, so we've got the Surf and Turf, which is Australian kind of burger, which is really excited about that. The Texan burger.
Meat,
meat, garlic, prawns, aioli, lettuce, tomato, and onion.
And do you have to sample all this stuff? How do you know that it's good?
It's Big Papa.
Yeah,
Big Papa.
Anything Big Papa does is good enough. But in my head, I really, on Sundays, my head just goes crazy with different sort of formulas of how everything's going to work.
Well, we're not going to give away what you're cooking. We're actually going to get into it.
There's
Laura's
some of the
busy
pictures that we're
cooking
seeing
it up.
right now.
Yes.
Beautiful. Cannot wait to taste it. So what are you doing here talking to us?
Okay,
Get in there.
I'll
get
get in
into
there.
the
Thank you
kitchen.
so much.
All
Thank you.
right, we'll enjoy that soon. Thanks, Laura. You're doing a great job. Can't talk. Busy cooking.
Can't talk. Yeah, exactly right. Now, coming
Oh, how good's a burger on a Saturday morning? Welcome back to Today, and joining us again is Bernie Ponti, better known as Big Papa.
Yeah.
And he is the man behind the very successful food truck that sells these unique and delicious burgers. There's nothing like them.
What's that, big papa?
Look at these fries.
These are loaded fries.
Loaded fries? Loaded with what?
Fries.
So they've got jalapenos, maple bacon, chives, homemade ranch.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheese.
And some cheese in there.
All right, now,
They're actually really good.
They're great, but what about the burgers? What do
The
you got
burgers
for
are coming.
us?
All right.
Because none of this is standard fare. Pete asked during the ad break if he could just have a normal cheeseburger. You don't even make them, do you?
I don't make cheeseburgers, unfortunately. No,
Right.
sorry.
Nothing's plain round
Surf
here.
and turf.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I like a good prawn.
Garlic
Oh, that looks all right.
The
Oh, there's a
crunchy.
lot of mayo on that.
Crunchy.
The chips
Oh,
are
what
good.
is it? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Looks like you got
damn.
pulled pork.
So
a bit
much
of-
sausage.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
do it with that.
get my mouth
The
around this.
mamacita.
Oh, mamacita.
The
Yeah.
beef, the Texan.
The Texan, all right.
What is on that one?
Wow.
So the Texan's got the beef patty, jalapeno
Okay.
aioli, barbecue sauce, onion rings,
Onion
and pulled pork.
rings.
Onion rings.
So it's going to be messy, guys.
Goodness.
Okay.
My personal trainer's going to
I can't even
kill
get
me. She sees me eating these things on these segments and goes, I'm wearing a white dress. This could be disastrous.
Wow. That is fabulous.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
I'm glad that you've got the napkins in
I've
your
got 'em ready, I've just
grasp
got to
though
drop
as
'em
well,
off, yeah.
because that's really hard to eat.
wow.
So where can we
Yum.
find you?
Best to check our Facebook page. We do move around a lot. So Big Papa's food truck. But we're at Campbelltown tonight and Blakehurst tomorrow.
Pete, you're doing well.
You are.
That's like a kind of four-person burger. That's fair few calories in that one.
I was going to ask, are we allowed to ask the calorie count of these burgers? Or is that a closely guarded secret?
It's a closely guarded secret, yeah.
We don't even want to
Doesn't
know.
matter.
Yeah.
We don't
You
even
know what? The
Fat-free.
secret to a good burger is the bun, right?
Absolutely.
I believe.
Yeah.
What sort of buns have you got here?
Is this brioche?
They're brioche buns, yeah.
Yes.
But
They're brioche, yeah.
They're very slow on the thing, so they just come out nice and fresh like you've just made them out of the oven. So.
All right, we are going to dig in. Good on you, Big Papa.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you.
We'll be back with more after this.